that dude's videos like way back when like Dragon Ball Super first started. I was watching his stuff and I was like, yo, this dude like his stuff is pretty good, you know? And then Gino was like, oh, yo, watch this dude and like see how he talks and see how like what he says and this watch his video and like see how like he keeps it interesting. And it's the whole thing with like humans brains get distracted so easy. Like after 9 seconds, your brain is like wanting more stimulation or a different stimulation. So if you keep it where it's like every like 10 to 30 seconds, you're changing the image, you're changing what people are looking at. They're looking at something new, like, oh, what's this? Oh, okay, that's the new Joy-Con. Oh, okay, here he is talking again. Here, this like every few minutes, or a few seconds, you change the image and it stimulates the human brain and they get like interested into whatever it is they're looking at more. Right. And it was he wasn't saying anything bad. He was like, yo, just you need to make it more visually appealing. Like I forgot the word that Gino said, but I was just like, what?
It's probably some kind of word that you needed to Google.
Yeah, I understand. And I was like, what's this man saying?
I'm done.
I remember the first time like I was messing with Gino and stuff like that, and the first time I really like paid attention, like, yo, this guy's a smart guy. Is he just started like doing these quotes and all these kind of like sayings, and like it was sayings that I never heard of. Like some of them I've definitely heard of, but some of them were like you could tell this guy just made this shit on the spot. You know what I mean? I'm like, this guy's some kind of guru. And I was like, I gotta pay attention to this guy, man, for real. But yeah, Gino's super smart, man. He's very observant, man, for sure. That's lit. We live, by the way. You know what I'm saying? I always try to catch you guys, but you guys almost like know that we're live or something like that, man. I'm trying to catch you guys say something crazy.
You gotta be careful, man. Ever since that one time I noticed that, I was like, yo, I ain't gonna be talking about nothing too danky.
Yeah, exactly. The thing that actually like kind of crazy is like I was like, yeah, like at least because I don't think anyone here's played Gears, right? Or am I mistaken on that?
Nah,
the new Gears too, you talking about like in general or
no? We played. I think we've all played Gears, but Gears 5, like the little like test demo, test beta. That was out. So Quack actually played it, and I was watching his shit stream for like I think 2 or 3 hours. So he's probably to go like in depth, but I can kind of go in depth a little bit from what like I've seen and some of the changes and stuff. If you guys seen like some gameplay, we can go into that too. But before we do that, we can get right into the intro. So we can start with Kyrie. You know what I'm saying?
What's good, guys? It's your boy Mini Kyrie. Haven't been streaming lately, just busy with summer and school and stuff. But yeah, don't really got much for the summer. Just hopped on the podcast for the second time, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
I bet. I love it. Short and simple, you know, sweet, you know.
Yes.
All right, Gino.
Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Gino Gaines. I'm a fitness professional. Do Twitch much as I can. I'm currently in school, so a very busy guy. I'm also part of the Major Circle team. We have a bunch of great streamers on this team, and every day we do different streams, different games, different varieties, different personalities, and we're trying to make it to where we can get some competitive players in this game. So things in the future, looking forward to.
Lit, you gotta try and do that clan thing, huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's it. That's sick. Gonzo.
Hey, Brainless Gonzo on every platform that you can think of. Currently stationed in the Middle East, in Bahrain. They going crazy over here. So hopefully I'll be able to go on my vacation soon. Stream a lot of stuff. I kind of stay to Nintendo, but I do like the other consoles.
Right.
I promise I do. As soon as Xbox drops the game, I'll play it.
I see you. No, you playing Days Gone, bro, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna hit you with the lurk because I'm not trying to get spoiled. But I seen you playing PS4 games and different things like that, so I can kind of
I'll play Xbox again one day, like when they drop.
when Gears something like that drops, you know, something like that when you get some games.
I'll probably do the campaign.
Right. This is episode 9 of GG Podcast. I'm your host, the Real King Rome. Everyone's links and stuff like that, you can catch them in the description. We got some crazy topics today. I'm really excited for topics we got today. We got a lot of Marvel stuff to talk about, so that's always exciting. You know what I'm saying? I think are we all freaking Marvel fanboys in here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Oh
check this out.
shit. Okay, this is gonna be lit then. And I know Gino knows a lot about like the origin stories and all like the crazy stuff that like not a lot of people know about. Kyrie, I don't know if you I think do you know a
I
lot
know
about-
some. Probably not as much as Gino, but
Yeah, I'm
from my
kind of in between
favorites-
too.
Yeah, I'm in between for sure, bro.
I'm in between. Like I'm really like invested, but I'm in between. Like I'm like
yeah,
I know
exactly.
some of
Like
the
I've watched
stuff,
all
but-
the movies, but I haven't really read much comics, you know. So
Exactly.
I know a lot
Gonzo,
about the movies and shit.
Gonzo, are you like a big like superhero guy?
Yo, kind of, sorta. I was a DC kid growing up. And
Ugh,
now,
wrong side.
hey,
Wrong
man.
side.
No, growing up, they had some. I'm not even gonna act like Batman didn't have some crazy ass freaking cartoons and Superman.
was-
cartoon back in the day was
Yeah,
decent.
nice, nice.
The-
They're decent.
the-
though.
Animated series for Batman was so good back in the day, and like visually it was so different. And it wasn't until I was an adult and was watching, like documentaries on the phenomenon that was Batman the animated series. You see like, oh, the reason why it looks so different is because they used black paper and made it brighter instead of using white paper and making it darker. Since they were using, Batman, it looks so different. And I really, really, really want that freaking Super Nintendo Batman game that looks just like the animated series. But you know how like rare games are, that price is up there. So like I'm not getting it yet.
Yeah,
But that opened my world to DC, and it wasn't until like Spider-Man got its animated series in like the mid to later 90s that I started like paying attention to that. And then now with all of these movies, that's kind of what like drew me over there. And after I started watching the movies is when I started reading the comic books. So I'm like reverse. Like Gino probably was reading comics before the movies. I like watched a couple movies and then went back and started reading the comics.
okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You talking about Batman Returns for the Super Nintendo?
No, not Batman
Not
Returns. Hold on.
There's a few good, and that game's good too.
Yeah, that was my favorite Batman game.
Yeah, that game is
That game
dope.
was crazy.
And it's
Yeah.
not easy.
I definitely had that on the Sega. That was dope.
Yeah, that was a blessed game.
Even I don't know if you guys ever played that Superman game, because Superman, everyone knows that Superman when it comes to games, I don't think there's ever been a good Superman game. I can't think off the top of my head. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Superman, I think it's called 64. I don't know if it's called 64, but it's on N64, and it was one of the worst rated games of all time, period. The flying mechanics and stuff. He flew how like Naruto put his hands back and like it was kind of like awkward and you get stuck. And I remember it was one level and it was pretty much unbeatable. And everyone just gave the game like 3s and 2s because the game was pretty much unplayable. But it's kind of weird because you think about it, it's like Superman should have like a kind of crazy game, but I guess it would kind of be hard to balance his power and flying at that time in a 3D
I think that's the
space.
problem.
It kind of be hard to emulate. Maybe now they could do it, but like back then it was kind of hard to like have that flying in gaming in general. Because during the 64, were there any flying type games like that were lit? I mean, other than Diddy Kong Racing, but that's a racing game, so that's not really.
Star Fox.
Star Fox is a good one.
Super fast.
Star Fox is a good one. It's a good one, but like,
yeah, well, Star Fox, you don't have to worry about not dying. That's the whole thing why Superman is so lame.
You're in a ship, like anything that you're in a ship, it's kind of different because you're not really dealing with like, hand to hand on the floor kind of combat stuff. It's just like, like it's kind of like that Star Wars game from back in the day that was also very lit. That was, I don't know if it was on the PC or if it was on a Super Nintendo or PS1. Anyways, there was like a game that was kind of like Star Fox, but it was in a Star Wars and it was really good. Do you guys remember that game? It was called like Star Wars. I don't forget. Rogue something. I don't know. I forget what it's called.
Nah, I don't remember. My first
Yes,
Star Wars game was Battle-
Rogue Squadron. Yes. You play that game then, right?
Fire.
Fire, right? People don't know that game was flames.
Low key, man. Like I don't know.
It's close. Yeah,
it's up there. Like it's in the top 2. I'm gonna say that one.
it definitely is, man. It definitely is. And that's why, like, when the Battlefront games were announced, I pictured like, oh, the combat was gonna be like that. But I mean, the combat's alright, I guess. They kind of made it how it was kind of like Battlefield, where you got like this big world war kind of shit going on. You got air combats, and you got ground shit, then you got like tanks and shit going around. So I don't know. It's a cool concept, but it's just like almost overwhelming sometimes. Let's get into our first topic. Let's start with Gears, because I think once we get into the Marvel, we're just gonna ramble on a lot. So I think we can start with the Gears and get that out of the way and like talk about that a little bit, and then we can kind of go from there. None of us kind of played it, but we all kind of seen gameplay and stuff like that. So does anybody want to start with this? You guys want me to start with it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so basically, when I was watching the stream and stuff like that, because we only got multiplayer, we did not get any story stuff. But I know, I think the main change with the story is no cigarettes. No, I'm joking. No, but the main
Game changing.
the main thing about the story, I think we have a female lead from Gears 4. I forget the girl's name because I do play all the Gears games, but I'm not super invested in everyone's name and like their backstories, and like I'm like not fully invested in the universe like that. But I do like the games. I know like was something Phoenix. I know he's one of the guys, but anyways, so the girl is gonna be like the lead on this one, so it's kind of like different. We'll see how that goes. I don't know, because if you think about Gears and stuff like that, it's a very masculine, very like male dominated game when it comes to like the way that it portrays itself, the way that it's kind of like it wants you to perceive like what they're kind of going for, like theme wise. So it's kind of gonna be different to see that in the story, being like, okay, well, yeah, we're gonna have that power, but it's still gonna be in a kind of different light. So we'll see how that goes. But as far as what I saw from the online and stuff like that, I don't know. Did you guys play Gears 4 the multiplayer? Did anyone play it?
Yeah, I played it for a bit on the Xbox. Yeah, it was nice.
Okay, so do you remember you used to have to go to certain spots and they used to spawn like the special weapons, or like I guess the ultimate type weapons? Like, do you remember they used to have certain spots that you would spawn, so everyone kind of rushed to those areas?
Yeah. It was like in the beginning of the match.
Right.
Basically, whoever got the weapon was winning the game, bro.
Yeah, so now they do have like those special weapons and stuff like that, but you accumulate points off of kills and different things like this, and then you can actually buy them. Kind of like an Uncharted. I don't know if you guys played the Uncharted multiplayer.
Yeah, that was lit, bro. That was underrated.
It was definitely
underrated, bro.
It was definitely underrated. The only one thing about the Uncharted game that I will say, not the game for like the story, but the online was the freaking the pay to win weapons, because like back then I was new to kind of like online stuff like that, and I was like, bro, I don't really want to pay extra because I already paid 60 or whatever for the game, so I don't want to pay extra to like win, you know what I mean? So I didn't pay. So I'm versing all these guys with like these AKs with like scopes and shit on them. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And I have like a regular freaking doodoo gun, and it was kind of annoying. It was kind of annoying because there was no way of actually earning that, and that's the problem what I have with like games nowadays. Sometimes it's like, yeah, like, okay, maybe just give me the option. I can buy it, cool, whatever, or I can like grind and actually still attain it. Because like if not, it's kind of like an unfair advantage. If I'm a guy, a little kid that doesn't have any money, or older person that does have money but doesn't want to spend extra money on there to win. So I don't really like that formula. But other than that, the game was fire. You rolling and shit. You like fucking hooked up to the trees and like rolling on people. That was fun, man. Like that definitely is a good multiplayer. Back to Gears of War. That's how you know that you're a freaking Sony fanboy. We start talking about Gears and you go back to freaking Sony products.
Now, you're gonna be mad at me, but the Uncharted series I haven't played yet, but I do own them now. So I will be playing every one of them. But
really?
Yes,
there's even one on Vita that's actually not bad. I don't know if you have a Vita and stuff like that. I know like through PlayStation now you can play a lot of the Vita games, I'm pretty sure. But that game was decent too. And then they also have Lost Legacies, which is like the kind of DLC, but it's like a full-on game though. You know what I mean? It's actually like a full-on story that adds onto the universe and stuff like that. So it's really good. I think they have like what? Did they have 6 games out? Pretty much 6 games.
Yeah, 6.
Yeah, 6 games. I remember. Cause it's like those side stories that they have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, yeah, so that's, bro, you got a lot of catching up to do. Luckily, the games are not too long. They're not too long, man. You could bang the game. I mean, if you play on a normal difficulty, you can bang it on 1-2 days. To be honest, depending on how long you play.
Those games are good as hell. You'll definitely beat it in 2 days, bro.
Exactly. So on Gears, what else do you guys see? They got some new guns.
I'm excited about the new modes that they're adding. They're adding like an arcade mode, right? It's not out yet because like right now they're only showing like the one thing and they're testing it, looking for bugs and stuff like that. But the Gears games are just like really hard to play. Like I remember playing through the story and I was like, yo, this game is good. Like, and I'm good at it. But whenever you play the story mode and then you try to go online, you trash. So when I
Right.
went online, I was like, oh, there's nothing but sweaties on here. I'm not trying to do this. Like, and I only played online a handful of times and then I stopped because it was like ridiculous. So
Right.
it's like cool to see that they're gonna have a mode where it's like competitive or whatever like that, like how they want the esports, they want their esports thing, like they want a big competitive scene, and then they're gonna have like the casual people scene, which is cool because like I'll just be in casual. Just like when I play Destiny, I don't go to a competitive. I go to like, oh, I'd rather just me and some randos go kill like a raid. Like I'd rather PvE with a group of people than PvP, just because I don't have the time and I play too many games to like dedicate. Like I need to be really good at this PvP thing.
Same.
I can't do that. So I like it where it's like the non-competitive side, or me and randos online beating like a boss or a raid or something like that. So that'd be pretty cool to see what they do with that.
Okay. Cool. Gino, do you got any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I got one of our team captain. We have to have a team captain for our competitive scene, and she's the team captain for Gears of War. She's actually competed for a few years and just came back because Gears 5. So she's really excited about it. And I've noticed, like, it's just a beta, the test, and there are a few bugs. A lot of like, as far as with people's feedbacks on it, it's like it's kind of 50-50 right now. People are saying they don't like it. They feel like this Gears is going to be the worst Gears of all time. And some people are saying this is going to be pretty cool.
Yeah. I've only really seen Quack, so his reaction of playing it, like he really liked it, and he's playing on PC, so he's playing on. I think he's playing on high settings because he was streaming, but I think he has like a pretty good graphics card, so he can go all the way up to like 4K, like ultra settings and stuff like that. But
it was looking great.
he was having fun. He was having mad fun. Like he's like, this is lit. This is dope. I think it had. I don't want to say Titanfall elements because he's a big Titanfall fan, but I know that there was like finishing blows that you can do, and you can like change them. You can interchange them and stuff like that, and probably earn it through like playing online and stuff like that. And that's something pretty cool. Like stomp people's heads and do different like honestly, I would say this fatalities, bro. Like the way that you can like execute people like when they're low and they're like crawling on the ground and stuff. This is crazy, man. So I'm looking forward to it. I've never played Gears competitively. But my boy Kayaks is doing like his whole clan thing, so I'm definitely trying to hop on that and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to freaking playing Xbox again. It's been honestly over a year, dog. It's been over a year. The last game I played on Xbox was freaking Cuphead. So that was a long time ago. Like literally to the point where I gave my Xbox to my sister because I was feeling guilty that my Xbox was sitting there. I'm like, bro, how selfish am I? I got something here that I'm not using for like a lot of months that I could be given to like either some little kid that I know or like what I mean. So I was like, yo, my sister wanted to play Kingdom Hearts. A lot of games were coming out, so I'm like, yo, just play it for now. Best believe I'm getting it when Gears comes out. I'm gonna get it, and then I'm gonna try to get the X. I'm gonna trade in my S for the X, and then I'll be playing Gears. But now the thing is, after Gears, am I gonna have this X sitting there, or am I gonna like am I gonna be like, oh, this is like this new game's coming out or something like that? Because Battletoads is cool, but like literally, it's not a graphically demanding game. I can't even run on my fucking trash ass PC, so I'll probably just play it on PC. But
you're gonna get an X when we have like a year to get the Scarlet.
I want to play. I'm a weirdo. Okay, first of all, I got an OLED 4K TV. I need to like see all the games in like all its glory, bro. Like all this glory. So I'm probably gonna get the X, and then when I get the X, I'll just trade it for the new console and get like whatever, some discount on that. I'm a weirdo though. I wouldn't even recommend somebody to do that and be stupid like me. But
the X is not even a bad investment though, because like it supports 120 hertz and stuff. So PS4 Pro, I'm pretty sure doesn't even support 120 hertz.
It doesn't.
Right?
It doesn't. I have it. It doesn't.
Yeah, basically all the games
Xbox
you be playing
One
on
X is the most powerful gaming console.
Yeah, exactly. Right now,
you just don't have nothing to put in the damn cartridge into the slot.
That's what I'm saying.
Like, all the games you got on PS4, most of them you can buy on Xbox anyways. Like besides the exclusives.
But the only problem with that is everybody that streaming and like even my friends like that I'm like whatever chill with in real life, like they all have
PS4. Yeah, that's the main problem. The community, so, like, yeah, if you have friends on it, then obviously that's more cherishable than
that's what I'm saying.
Playing on your own on 120 hertz. Like I choose friends over a stronger console any day.
Exactly. So
I agree with that.
this new 2K comes out, okay?
Yeah, nah, that's for sure.
Where am
but
I gonna?
ain't by
I'm
myself
gonna
in the
get it on a
car. Hell no.
PS4 because like I'm gonna be playing with my friends. I'm not gonna be like on Xbox and like people are like I don't play on Xbox. So I'm like,
Yeah,
okay,
no, I
it
feel
looks a
that.
little better, but like I'm playing by myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. That's the only downside, pretty much.
Yeah. I mean,
I'll
maybe
get it for
spend.
Xbox,
And all
bro.
my
'Cause
boys got
I do
Xbox,
story
so I'm
mode
chilling.
anyway.
I'm straight.
Yeah, I'm just playing more.
I like that.
That's lit. I got like my scuff and everything on my PS4. Like I got like everything on the PS4. I got my control freaks that are like for my PS4. Like and just everything's PS4 to me. Everything's Sony.
One of y'all have an Xbox. I know you got one. Ron, who else got one?
I got one. I got Xbox One S.
Got one. Day one Xbox.
I mean,
Jeez.
probably the best value to me, and everyone has different values for like their consoles and stuff like that. Like, but the best value to me is because I love movies too. So like I have like Homecoming, I got like all the Spider-Man movies and all the Avengers movies and stuff like that in 4K.
Yes, sir.
So I use it as a 4K Blu-ray.
So it's like what the PS3 was back in the day. It was nothing but a Blu-ray player.
Blu-ray player, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember I got
So
my
PS3.
I told my sister like, oh, I'm gonna need to borrow the Xbox for like a week just because I bought this new Blu-ray and I want to watch it on there. So it's like literally I watched it and I didn't touch it and then I gave it back like a couple days later. Like literally that's what went down. It was crazy. But yeah, I don't know. Did it got anything else coming this year, like before the year ends, or is it just like that's kind of it as far as exclusives go? Because I know they got multi-plats.
Oh yeah, I don't know, man. Like that's probably the biggest thing they got going. Gears. I think it's gonna be good. I'm definitely gonna hop on the PC for sure. And I actually said Apex would be the last console shooter that I'll ever play. Like it's the last one. I'll never go back and going straight PC when it comes to shooters.
Oh, I got you. That's interesting. Damn, you're gonna make you're gonna make the jump like that?
Yep.
That's crazy. You know, Quack Quack would be cheering right now. He'd be cheering you on, giving you all kind of compliments and welcome to the fam, giving you hugs and all that stuff. You know, if he was here.
I'm sure I'll hear it.
Superior species. Superior species.
Oh my god. But yeah, I know Xbox, like people give it a hard time and stuff like that. But I mean, they are doing some things right. Like I always say, and I like to play devil's advocate, obviously, but they're doing the service thing, which is kind of cool. Because no matter what you could like, what anybody says, Xbox Game Pass is probably like one of the best services in all of gaming. I think no one can dispute that. It's on a really low price, and you get all their like exclusives day one, which is like not that many, but still. And then you get like a lot of their like backwards compatibility titles and stuff like that. And some of their other games, just random games, come in and out and stuff like that. So when it comes to a value, because I think how much is it? $5-10 a month? I know. The first time if you try it, it's like what $1 free month or something like I don't know, free like 14-day trial, some shit like that. But that's a good value for like people that are young or people that like maybe don't have the money right now to spend like $60 every couple of weeks for the new games that come in out or something like that. So they could still like what I mean, stream like a whole bunch of games for the low. Like if I was a single mom or something like that, or like whatever, single parent in general, and like I didn't have a lot of money to like buy all these new games, I'd probably just get Game Pass and have over 100 games for my kid just off that, and it's for the low.
Game Pass is clutch, bro.
Because if you want to talk about PS now, it's a lot more expensive, right? So that's definitely a dub. I think it's something that they needed to do, because if I'm thinking about Xbox not having that, what else can I really compliment them on? Backward compatibility, but that's about it. You know what I mean? So they kind of needed to do that, and I think they know that. And I think that's why they did do it like that. Because think about it, they have all their like exclusives day one on the freaking Xbox Game Pass, which I'm pretty sure Gears of War you can play it 6 or 5 days before if you have Game Pass. Is that right?
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah. So like that's what I think Quack Quack was telling me. So it's kind of, or no, it's Kayaks, but it's kind of appealing. You know what I mean? Like honestly, I'm thinking about like I'll probably just get it on Xbox Game Pass. Just play it for like one, because I don't see myself playing it for like the whole year. I'll probably play it for like 2 months, and then when the Call of Duty, I'll transition to the new Call of Duty, because Call of Duty is like my main shooting game. But yeah, Gino, because you're gonna be playing probably with that professional Gears player, so you're probably gonna be on it a lot, actually.
Not necessarily, because Gears, I'm not going to be on the competitive scene. I'm going to be jumping on the game with her and the team, here and there. But I'm not going to compete in it. I'll keep it real with you, much as I would like to.
Okay.
But I'm definitely jumping on the PC when it comes to shooter strictly. I just don't see, like, if you have a PC that works,
Yeah.
why are you playing with a controller? Why? That's just my opinion.
Hey,
Why are you playing with a controller?
Yeah,
honestly,
like some people, you know,
I got a PC and I play most games on my controller.
Well, I mean, like, cause like if you look at the shooters in general, like you have a mouse and keyboard, the accuracy of having a mouse, you can't beat that. When it comes to shooters, you can't.
oh hell no! Oh hell no!
So
No,
why
it
can't
does
be
not
that?
compete at all.
But
So why
I
even-
still be playing Fortnite and Apex with my controller on PC, and I still get dubs. That's all that matters.
Yeah, well, that's a good point. If you're,
I'm
yeah,
talking about like I'm talking about like you're going against like you're on a PC, you're going against PC players. Like I see what you're saying, like with Fortnite.
I'm gonna tell you something. The average
Fortnite
PC player,
is so many buttons, so like the PC is just so superior because of the building aspect. It's just way easier. Because,
yeah, but there's a lot of new players as well on PC since it's just like it's a free game, and a lot of people have PCs over consoles as well. So that's a lot of bots on PC too.
good point.
That's true.
But I mean,
That's a
all
lot of
the
new
best
players.
players in the world, as far as what I know, are on PC for sure.
Oh yeah, the best players, like the skill cap for the best PC and console player. Obviously, PC is gonna slap the best console player anytime.
Yeah.
But an average console player, an average PC player for shooters, I'm taking an average console player any day.
Hey, what's good, Mercedes? See you in the chat, and Quack Quack too, man. Thanks for coming through for a bit. I appreciate that.
I can see that.
Yes, I don't know. Yeah, Fortnite is like it just makes sense to play it on PC because it demands so many different buttons. Where a controller only has so many buttons. Where PC, how many freaking buttons are in the keyboard? I'm not gonna count, but there's a lot.
The entire alphabet and
I just looked down and I
And
was
some, though,
like,
and
more
some numbers and stuff. So
I'm gonna throw the number 23 out there just because.
and then what consoles have like I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, like I don't know, 12 buttons, something like that.
At least
that's all you need, bro.
that's
Yeah,
how
no.
you
No
know.
extra shit, bro.
But
Nah,
yeah,
14.
I'm the only one that likes to hold something like that likes to hold the
Yeah, exactly.
controller.
Bro. It's
You know
just,
what I'm
I like
saying?
that.
Like
I
a
like that
beast
feeling
with it.
too,
I
bro.
like to hold the control.
You
Like
know
I'm
what
all
I'm saying? I
about
feel like I'm in
holding-
a mech or something when I got the controller in my hand. I'm controlling a mech or something. Or my
yeah, and whenever you get mad, you could throw the controller, man. It's the way to do it. You can't throw the whole laptop.
you can throw the keyboard though.
You can throw a keyboard. You can throw a wireless
Bracket.
mouse out
watch
the
a little
window, man.
button fly. You know, you can do that.
You can smash the buttons, bro, with your head.
Give yourself a freaking concussion. God damn. Yeah, I mean, anything else to add on this or?
As far as Gears 5, I mean, like it's too early to say. Like as far as the test, like the test didn't really do much for me. I was watching the gameplay. It looked like another Gears of War. You know, like it didn't look any different.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the biggest thing that I've heard is like they changed so much propaganda in it. I don't know, that might ruin it, you know? Like with the whole taking the smoking out of it. And I think we covered that last week.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, we did.
Like having the female protagonist in there, which is nothing wrong, but like I smell shit in there. You know, like it's thick. Like it's kind of like that Captain Marvel movie, and kind of like what they did with the last X.
This
Bro, that Captain Marvel movie was trash. Chill.
It was trash. Thank you.
it was
That movie
okay.
was a letdown, bro.
I don't know if you guys went into it with like very high, you know,
I did.
like,
The
yeah,
strongest
you got-
hero. I went into with a big
I
expectation.
went in.
I went in it with really low, like I didn't go into it very hype. So when I saw it, it was kind of like it was alright to me because I didn't go into it like, yo, this is gonna be the next freaking dope ass, you know, Iron Man type movie or Thor. I went into it like, this is gonna be whatever, you know what I mean? And it kind of met those
Expectations.
yeah. So I don't know. It wasn't super bad. It was cheesy. It's annoying at times, but it was a couple of scenes. I'm like, this is alright. It's kind of lit. So if I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10.
That's exactly what I would have given.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I
Yeah,
wasn't.
a 6 out of 10 means don't go watch it in theaters.
Exact. Yeah, this guy's spitting facts.
I didn't.
All right, there you go.
I did, man.
I did. I
I
watched
made
it.
a whole review
I-
on the channel.
Bro, I usually can like make a pretty good like judgment. Like I'm like I can look at the trailer and be like, am I gonna be disappointed? Like not to say that I've like always been right, but majority of the time I've been right. You know what I mean? Like I usually see like most of the Spider-Mans in theaters, which I'm not really like let down with that. Obviously the Avengers you kind of have to see it in theaters, like you know what I'm saying, surround sound, all that stuff. But like when it comes to like those Aquamans and those kind of movies, I'm like, I'll fall back on it. You know what I mean? I'm gonna wait to even like the Justice League. I was like, I looked at that. I'm like, I'm not watching that in theaters. Hell no.
Justice
So,
League was hot beans.
I swear,
Aquaman.
I swear to Bob, bro. Like, I swear to Bob, you're my fucking twin. If people think I'm bullshitting, when I'm telling you, right, I'm never wrong. When I can just watch the trailer.
yeah,
That's all I need to see.
that's all you need, man.
Fool me.
Facts.
You can't fool me with the confetti and the explosion. I'm watching the trailer, and that tells me, do I need to go see this or not?
Yes. Like I remember even watching like a movie like Planet of the Apes #2. And if anyone watched that movie, I watched it. I'm like, watch the trailer. I'm like, I don't know about this movie, but I have a feeling it's going to be lit. I went to that movie. Tell me why it was one of the best movies like the last 10 years, period. You know what I mean? So that
It was, bro. I'm telling
bro,
you.
it was amazing. It was so good, man. The freaking oh my gosh. Koba, Caesar, bro, that's just lit. I'm off topic. Let's get to the new Marvel releases. Does anyone have the list? I have the list, but if anyone has it ready right now,
I don't have the list on me, but there was the one thing that I want to see the most out of anything. This is the part that I was like
female Thor.
talking about at walk. Yes. No, you laugh, bro. Female Thor.
Oh
The
my
goddess of
gosh, I
thunder.
was trolling. Oh my goodness, G.
Nah, bro. All right. So
But Natalie
like,
Portman is fine as hell. I don't care. She's like the definition of a girl next door, man. Come on.
I think she's not bad looking. You know, I got a little different taste when it comes to women, but
She's a little skinny. Yeah, you just say it.
yeah, right.
You
But if they do the transformation like they do in the comics, like, bro, I've read a bunch of comics on the internet, like a bunch, right? That's how I borrow comics from other people. Like I know people who have comics. I'm like, yo, let me borrow this because I really want to read, you know, The Killing Joke. Oh, I really want to read the, you know, so I'll borrow, right?
Sure.
Thor, Goddess of Thunder is the only comic book I own. The whole freaking hard book thing. That's the only one I own in my house because I think it was such an awesome story. Now, the whole thing with Disney and feminism and all of that, I'm very like, yo, we don't need all of that.
Right.
But female Thor, if they keep it like they do in the comics, where Thor, Odin's son, oh man, spoilers, becomes
It's
like
not really
unworthy.
It's just a
Well,
comic book. I mean, it
well,
could be a spoiler, I guess. People like,
If-
I want to know
if
this
they
thing
follow
from the
it.
movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So because like it kind of is starting to take the steps in that direction. So in the comic books, like Asgard got destroyed. In the movie, Asgard got destroyed. What happened? Ragnarok kind of just happened. So now all of the Asgardians are on Earth. Technically, they're supposed to move to the moon, but I'm fine with it. They're on Earth. They can have a battle somewhere. Nick Fury whispers something into Thor's ear. You're not worthy. Or no, what he says, no gods are worthy. That instantly messes with Thor. He drops the hammer and he's not able to pick it up. And he spends a week sitting there trying to pick up the hammer. Natalie Portman, that's not what she's called in the comics, but Natalie Portman's gonna come and says there always needs to be a Thor. There always needs to be someone to defend. She picks up the hammer and becomes female Thor. She gets the blonde hair, she gets the muscle, she gets the dark red lipstick. Woo, looking good.
Jane,
And then yeah, and they go from
oh, wow. That's nice.
I know. I'm really like, yeah, okay, yeah. But yo, saying that I haven't seen the comic, you know what? Honestly, I'm gonna check out the comic and I'll let you know. I'm gonna check out the first couple. I'll look it online. I'll find a way to find it and I'll let you know what I think about it.
It's a good comic. That one and freaking the God Slayer. Those are like my favorite Thor storylines.
Okay. I'm gonna go through the through the actual like list of the movies that they have announced. So they got the Black Widow movie. They got the Falcon Winter Soldier. They got the Internals.
I'm excited for that too.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's is this Wanda Vision?
You know,
Scarlet Witch and Vision, bro.
hold up.
They can do a movie.
The Eternals, bro. I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it this way: Thanos is an Eternal.
Wait, what?
Yeah, that's his race. He's an
That's
Eternal.
his race.
Oh, he's an Eternal. Okay, I got
Yeah.
you.
Off of the Eternal. I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna
They
be.
got. I'm gonna finish and then we can get into it. Doctor Strange, he's having a new. It's called Multiverse. They got Loki movie. What's What If?
Okay, so like Marvel and DC do What If comics, right? What was that Brightburn movie that just came out? Brightburn is a DC What If comic. What if Superman landed on Earth and was a bad person? What if Superman landed in Russia? What if Superman landed
Is it a multiverse or is it just like a what if? Like it's not real.
Well, it's just one-offs. Like remember, what's his name? Quack Quack was talking about the Batman and what's his name? Wolverine mashup. That's a what if.
Yeah,
like what if Batman was a mutant? You know, like those are what ifs. Like where they mash up random stuff or they change. It's not canon, but it's like a really good story. What if Captain America was a Hydra agent the whole time? Those are like, you know, what if stories that they'll have a small little series. It's a banger. And then they'll just stop it. Like that's the What If series, and it's going to be animated, so they're going to be able to do whatever they want. I'm so hyped for that.
Okay, got you. That sounds pretty lit. They got the Hawkeye movie. They got the Thor movie. It's called Love of. Was it called Love of Thunder? What Love? Love and Thunder.
Love and Thunder. Yeah.
Sorry, Love and Thunder. And then they got the Blade movie. All right. Well, let's start with the Black Widow movie. Who's hyped for this? It's gonna be. I think the timeline was between Civil War and Infinity War. So, who's excited for this?
I think that, no, because like she's a character you kind of have an idea of. Like she had a really fucked up origin, for lack of a better term.
I actually don't know her origin story. What is it? Like not too detailed, maybe, but just like a quick little boom.
Yeah, I don't go into details, but basically, she's a, for lack of a better term, to say she's an orphan. Yeah, she was taken with this organization, and they train all these girls to be trained killers. Like they manipulate them, brainwash them, and they do all this. Trained extensive, multiple languages and martial arts and all these things. They basically an ultimate killing machine,
like Assassins, kind of.
In a way, like, and so you see that's her beginning. So she has a very dark past. She's a villain in a way.
Okay.
And you see her come from that into this. She goes from that trying to run away from that past and trying to figure out who the hell she is. And then she becomes an Avenger, and that's why she's like, it's the first time I actually had a family. Like, she's a very layered character. That's why I'm so excited to see it. And to my propaganda, this is the complete opposite. You want to empower women, this is a very great way to do that because you have to show a very vulnerable side of a woman. And you see her going from a girl to a fully realized woman.
See, I like that kind of concept though, because like even in the Tomb Raider movie, like not the movie, the game, the first game that like the reboot, that's exactly what they did, and it was beautiful. So I'm on board. If you're talking, it's gonna be like this. They're gonna show if they show the origin story and everything like that, I'd be litty.
Yes.
I hope they do, man. I hope they don't just skim over it. I really like at least show some flashbacks. Like that. So I mean, sometimes they tend to do that, and that's kind of annoying. But Marvel's usually good with telling us what exactly happened and stuff like that, right?
This is my problem with this movie that's coming out, right? Yo, Black Widow is not a strong character. She's not like, she doesn't have like cool armor. She can't fly. She's not super strong. She's legit 119 pounds. And we're supposed to believe in this universe that she can beat like 200-pound dudes up. You know what I'm saying?
She's a trained assassin, or like somewhat she's trained, bro.
Yeah, bro, she's toned down in the movies.
In this movie, she's fighting Taskmaster.
Yeah,
that dude beat Spider-Man's ass, bro, and Spider-Man can lift up a car. So how is she gonna fight this dude?
It's just technique. And the thing is,
She's
like,
smart though. Yeah, she fights.
I'm
smart.
Technique doesn't stop a superhuman, bro. Like one hit in the face and you
like
dead.
characters that that are actually very human. Like I throw them in the same boat as a Batman. Like it's cool to have these characters that have powers and whatnot. But what about human beings that are superheroes without superpowers? What is not inspiring about that? The characters with flaws that overcome them. That is a hell of a story. I want to see that.
Wait, yo, guys, you know that in the comics, Black Widow is actually like Captain America, right? She's like genetically engineered with like a super soldier serum.
Yes.
I don't know why in the movies they haven't implemented her with that, but in this backstory movie, they better like give her that shit, because when she was under that program, they actually gave her a freaking like a whole serum and shit. So she's actually way stronger than she is in the movies.
Okay.
Why she can probably throw hands with Taskmaster like
Well,
any day of
and
the
this
week.
is the confusing thing about Marvel, DC, superheroes in general, is that they got so many different versions of these characters. Like literally, how many different Spider-Mans and different comic books and stories. Sometimes he got the Spider-Man freaking web power and like embedded in his powers. Most of the time, he got cartridges, but they just got like different. They got different versions of these characters, so they're gonna have to choose one. So I guess we'll kind of see.
Like a regular canon form has a super soldier serum. Like she should have this strength in the movies, but they made her so damn weak in the movies for some reason.
Well, I mean,
trash in the
they
movies.
wanted to kind of balance out Hawkeye, because I mean, even Hawkeye, I think he's supposed to have powers. I'm not sure, but because I think I want to throw him in the same pot as like Bullseye, for example. He's another Marvel character.
Yeah.
This thing where he can't miss. He's just amazing at hitting his target.
Yeah.
And Hawkeye's the same way.
But I think Hawkeye's, what is he, primarily with the bow? Like, I know he has crazy aim, but can Hawkeye play some basketball? Shoot a three or something? Like, can he do a step back three like Steph Curry or something? Like, pretty sure it's just with the bow, right? Like, I think Bullseye, whatever he does, he has perfect game. From what I know, I could be wrong. This is from what I know. Let's move on to the next movie. The Winter Soldier, the next Winter Soldier.
Oh, there was the Winter Soldier and Falcon.
The Falcon, yeah.
Falcon, yeah.
That is
the new Captain America.
Cool. Mm-hmm. I think that's going to be. I think anything attached with Winter Soldier is going to be amazing.
Bro, I can't wait till I have like a night where I like I'm having trouble sleeping and I can just turn this movie on and just go right to bed, bro. Like I can't wait, bro.
Is it a movie or is it going to be a TV show? I thought that was going to be a.
It's a movie.
It's a movie, yeah.
Yeah, these are all movies.
I know one. I think one of them is going to be. I want to say is the Hawkeye story is going to be a TV show. I want to say that's the one that's going to be a TV show.
I know
it's a series. Hawkeye is going to be a TV series.
Okay.
You can kind of tell by the art they made for it. It doesn't really look like a movie cover.
No, it didn't. It looked pretty it looked basic.
Yeah, it looked basic as hell, right?
Poor Hawkeye.
I think okay.
Hawkeye, dude.
I'm gonna be the first one to say this, and I'm a hater too. But anyways, I've never really liked the Captain America movie except for Civil War. I'm gonna say it. I think
Winter Soldier.
I don't like Boy Scout. I don't like Boy Scout characters. I don't like a Superman. I don't like a
Cyclops.
Oh my god! I was just thinking the same thing, Gino.
Cyclops is different. Cyclops is different. Cyclops is a born freaking leader. He got some orange hair and he got like a freaking nice ass tight ass suit. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Yeah. But I don't like Boy Scout characters that are like so super perfect and stuff like that. So I don't really like Captain America at all. But I know everyone likes him because he's like America's hero or whatever.
Anything but.
Oh, you know why? It's because he's Canadian. That's why he's a hater, dog.
Yeah. We definitely go Wolverine, man. Wolverine's
clean. You can't hate on Wolverine.
I'm sure he's there somewhere, you know.
But like that's just my personal preference though. Like I could see like the appeal in him, like you know what I mean, like all perfect and stuff. But
yeah,
I don't know. I don't like perfect characters. Like I find them boring. Like
let's talk about it though. Like what do you have against? Like I'm seriously want to know.
I think he's pretty boring. I just think he's a boring character. Like
the comic books or the movie. Like
I'm talking about primarily like the movie stuff. The comic books, like I don't know. He kind of look cool. Like his outfit and stuff like that kind of look cool in the comic books. But I'm just talking primarily about like the movies. Like he was the right character because I understand his character kind of has to be like that. Like he's not supposed to be all this crazy personality. He's not supposed to be that. He's not supposed to be a Tony Stark. He's not that. But I just found him really boring. I like that's just me personally though. But I like Civil War. The Iron Man would have kicked his ass, but he got cheap shotted. We all know that. But yeah, I don't know. And now when it comes to the Falcon, the Falcon to me, I don't know. There's something he looks dorky, man. He looks so dorky, like, and this is my opinion, but he looks super dorky. So him being Captain America just makes me like, okay, now you got Captain America and a dorky freaking suit guy with the freaking wings, and oh my gosh, I'm just like, this is gonna be trash. Saying that, if I see the trailer and it looked lit, I'm gonna watch it like in theaters and stuff. But this is like what I project for myself. What do you guys think about the movie?
I want to see what the costume looks like before I make a judgment, because like in the comic books, the Captain America Falcon person costume is ugly as hell. So I want to see what it looks like, because if they put a lot of time and effort in making that ugly costume look good, then the movie will probably look good, or the movie will be good. But if they just like copy paste what it looks like,
oh no.
But even the actor, he's made some good movies, but wasn't he always that character when he came on screen? You're like, oh, this guy again.
Yeah, you're like,
am I the only one? Like,
wow, really?
Yeah. And come on, Gino, you ready? I'm always rooting for like the Miles Morales, the black characters and stuff like that. Always, but I don't know. There's something about him, bro. I'm like, yo, this guy, like, really? So when he got the shield, I was mad because I didn't read the comic books, and then I went back. I'm like, oh, okay, so it actually does happen. But
I thought Bucky was gonna get the shield, man. I wanted Bucky to have it.
That would have been dumb lit. That would have been sick.
No.
But it's kind of cool how they're making, they're making him black and they make Captain America black. So that's kind of cool. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing. No, listen, hear me out. They made the right decision. To have Falcon as Captain America.
And why is that?
Here's why. It's so many different ways they can go with this, right? So one is I think he's the perfect person to pass it on to. He's like Captain America's best friend and all that. Number two, I like they're drawing it out because I think eventually the Winter Soldier will be Captain America. I truly believe that. Why? Here's the thing. If they made Winter Soldier Captain America, I don't want to see a Falcon Captain America.
True.
No, I don't want to see it. So I think this is the perfect time. Like, we're going to have a Falcon Captain America. This is the time to do it.
I see what you're saying. Like, they do like maybe kill him off or do something like where that'd be freaking stupid lit. I would be down for that. That would be amazing. That would be freaking amazing.
Wow.
That would be dope. And then he picks up the shield and then bro, that would be so dumb. And he was like a villain too. So like that would flip the whole shit, man. That'd be cool if they did it like that, bro. I don't know how
that would be interesting. I ain't gonna lie to you though.
That would be lit.
He would be the guy to flip on everybody. You know, he's got that whole. I don't know if they removed it. I think they removed it.
Yeah, literally.
But,
all right. Internals. I don't really know much about this, so you guys can like really handle this kind of thing. Is it gonna be a movie or show? Or like I don't know.
Movie.
Okay. And what are the Eternals? Who are the Eternals and all that?
Sitting in the shadows, little piece of everything. Like, I think it'll probably be a movie like in the past or something, like where it's just like, I don't know. I'm just assuming that it's going to be like a movie taking place before like all of the cinematic universe start. Like before all of this, just like Captain Marvel was like in the 90s, but it was one of the last movies to come out. I think the Eternals is going to take place like 100 years ago or something like that. And you'll see all these characters doing something to like influence the future. And now like, all of the Infinity Stones are like here because of these dudes doing this, I think.
So they got Thena, who's going to be played by Angelina Jolie.
Yeah.
She's going to be the villain.
And then Richard Madden is going to play Icarus. That's his name?
Icarus.
All right, I'm gonna put it this way. Let's just make it simple. I know you don't know too much about each other. Make it simple.
They're making Ajax a girl.
Here's the thing. If you know anything about gods, like mythology, be it Roman, Greek, whatever, right? That's what the Eternals are. But they're like what they really are. Like we have a story that's told over time. It gets mythicized and retold, and the facts get changed. Well, they're the facts. That's what the Eternals are. That's
what kind of gods though? Are they just like they're like their own kind of gods?
No, they're gods. They can control people's DNA and molecules. They can control the eons and the aeons and all the other ions.
So this looks like was it a show at all back in the day?
No.
Or is
it comics?
Okay.
So
are you guys are more familiar? Are you guys excited about this or not?
Yes.
I'm like whatever about it.
I'm actually excited about it because, like, remember that movie? What was it called? It was like that Egyptian. It was like an Egyptian movie.
Egyptian Gods. I thought that was the name of it.
Gods of Egypt.
Something gods.
Oh, there you go.
Immortals.
Oh, Immortals.
Immortals. Okay. So imagine that with Marvel. That was now I'm gonna say this.
It sounds lit on paper, but I didn't like the Immortals. So I just got a stink face.
No, I'm the same boat. I thought that movie was garbage.
Yeah.
For several reasons, I don't even want to go in detail.
Sure.
But I feel like this would be a movie like that, but redeemed. Like they're gonna do it right.
Okay.
I have a lot of reasons why I hate the Immortals movie. That's outside of the topic.
Right. What is Shang-Chi?
What?
Like the fucking Iron Fist type guy, bro. He's like Iron Fist, bro.
They say, wait a minute.
Shang-Chi though, actually, not Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi, bro.
So Shang-Chi
from Mortal Kombat, but Shang-Chi.
Wait, I know who Iron Fist is. Okay, why wouldn't they? Well, I mean, because Iron Fist already kind of has a show, but why wouldn't they go Iron Fist?
The Iron Fist was utter butt cheeks.
It was. But I'm just saying, why go with this guy that I do not know? Like, who is it?
Because he's been hyped up the entire time. He's been in the movie, or his essence has been in the very first Marvel cinematic movie.
So who's stronger, him or Iron Fist? Who's better? Who's a better martial artist?
Damn, that's a tough one. Still.
No. Listen. All right.
In the TV show, Iron Fist is kind of trash. He's trash. Make him trash as hell. So in the comic books, I'd give it, Iron Fist. But right now, like this little like stoner kid walking around with one metal hand, he's supposed to have two.
Facts.
He's garbage, dog. Iron Fist in the current Marvel universe is straight doo doo, and he's like half retarded, bro. Dang. He doesn't understand what's going on around him.
So are you guys excited for this? Is this gonna be a kung fu movie?
I hope it is.
Yeah, he's a martial artist.
I feel like they should go, like, obviously make it Marvel and stuff, but go and make this a real kung fu movie, bro. Like back in the days, like action, like real, like Jet Li, like like Jackie Chan, like all those movies from back in the day.
That Shang-Chi.
Yeah, make it like that, and then I'll love it. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to love those movies, and I feel like we haven't really got that in like North America. I know they still make it over in Asia and stuff, but we haven't really got it too much over here. We got like Ambak. We got Ambak, but that was a while ago.
Ambak was lit, bro.
I know, but I was like, when did that come out?
It came out a long time ago. That was one of the latest movies of all time.
Probably more than 12 years. Yeah, it was more than 12 years ago.
Yeah, man. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, Shang-Chi is definitely stronger than Iron Fist.
Oh my god! But here's the thing, man. Shang-Chi.
Does he have powers?
This guy wanted to get to the.
Yeah, I want to know, like, he has powers. Like, he don't like have powers.
He has fucking powers, bro. Like, it don't get no better than this. Like, okay, let me put it this way. You ever remember was it Iron Man? Was it Iron Man 2?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Remember that talks about the Mandarin? Remember that shit?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I actually don't, because of a bad memory.
The real Mandarin's supposed
to go back in time and watch Iron Man 2. Mm-hmm. That was not the real Mandarin. That was an impersonator. Okay.
Okay.
Now the real Mandarin, the Shang-Chi movie, he's mad. He's pissed off. Like, he got impersonators, and he's about to come out and show the world who the fuck he is. That's what's going to happen.
Okay, that sounds lit. I think they actually got a real, like, respected martial artist guy to actually play him, so that should be pretty cool, because he probably do his own stunts and everything like that. From what I've seen. I'm looking all this stuff on IGN too, which is kind of funny because I don't really mess with them like that. But anyways, anything more about this guy? So what kind of powers does he have?
Crickets.
I thought I lost connection. I was like, what kind of? No one said anything. They said like he's just sick. They said, yo, he's dope. I'm like, yeah, he does he have powers? I'm like, I bet. So like, what powers does he have though?
Those rings, bro. Like it's in the movie. Like it's called the Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings. He got power in those freaking rings.
Okay, so he's like Rock.
He his fingers,
like open up gates and shit.
Yes.
Okay, cool. I love Rock Lee, so I mean that's honestly from what you guys have told me, I'm probably the most excited for this movie from the movies that we just talked about.
I think the Chaos movie is gonna be the best one. It's gonna be a horror movie.
What about Wanda? What's Wanda? Wanda makes me think of wasn't Wanda comedian or some shit?
What, the WandaVision?
Was Wanda a TV show? I don't know. Anyways, WandaVision, yeah. Is it so that's that Vision or is that Wanda? Who's Wanda?
No, it's Scarlet Witch, my guy.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's Wanda
Maximoff.
Maximoff.
No.
It's Scarlet Witch and Vision. They're getting their own like side thing. It's just about
Is
like
it a movie or is it a TV
shit.
show?
It's a TV show.
Is it? Oh yeah, it's original.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a TV show. All right, I'm not watching this trash because
I am not watching this. But you guys
It's supposed to be like them living a life,
a remote life away from danger. So it's really every 2 episodes. It's gonna be trash.
Cool.
Don't watch this.
Okay, so we'll skip that. Doctor Strange.
Doctor
Strange. Okay, I'll say a little bit of Doctor Strange before everyone goes into him. Doctor Strange, and I'm coming for a place. I've always seen him. I've seen him in the Marvel games and stuff like that, like the fighting game. I'm like, who is this guy, right? And then I kind of see the movie. I'm like, I don't know. I never really heard of this guy. I watched the movie. The movie was litty. The movie was sick. And I had the same feeling with Iron Man. I was like, I mean, not Iron Man, Ant-Man. I was like, Ant-Man, fucking Ant turns big, cool. But like the movie that he was done really well. So now that I see this, the second one, I'm hyped for this movie. What do you guys think?
I'm hyped too. I love the first Doctor Strange. That shit was amazing, bro. Cinematics and everything.
Sick.
Yo, one thing I gotta warn you about is Scarlet Witch is a main character in this movie, Doctor Strange. So whatever happens in WandaVision actually transfers over to this movie. So if you want to fully understand this movie, you got to watch the trash ass show.
I'm not going to.
I'll do it for you, man. I'll keep you up to date on what's going on.
I'll literally just talk to like
just do a review of every episode. I'll watch that.
One of you guys or somebody and just get the what happened.
Yeah, Gonzo can just make a review of every episode. We watch that. We're up to date.
I got you. I'll make a WandaVision review on the YouTube's link down below.
Yeah, I'll watch that.
Okay,
be up to date.
This is the reason why I'm hyped for it. So obviously I want freaking Love and Thunder, right? But this is the second one because I really like companies doing scary stuff. Like being a huge Pokemon fan, I really want a Pokemon horror movie. And when they just came out with Brightburn, was it like 2 months ago? Brightburn just came out where it's like, bro, that movie was scary. Brightburn was scary, and this is supposed to be a horror movie. So then with Doctor Strange and Wanda, they're messing with they have the potential to mess with other dimensions, demons, chaos force. Like they can do a lot of things because since he's the protector of all of these relics, they have like a bunch of stuff that they can potentially like mess with in the movie, and it can legit be a scary movie. This has the potential to be like legit really, really scary. Like I'm hyped.
Do you think they'll go that route though?
It's supposed to be a horror movie.
There's my prediction on that.
Yeah.
I believe that this is going to be the next big thing. This movie with Doctor Strange is going to open up everything else to come. I truly believe that. I'm calling it right now. You can at me all day. I'm gonna damn. Telling you right now, like it's gonna open up. It's gonna open up Blade. We already know that's gonna happen. It's gonna open up all this horrors, like you're saying, like it's gonna be. They're gonna dig into some dark shit. I believe it might even be R-rated.
Oh, really?
Wait, have Marvel ever done that before? When it comes to a mainline movie, because that's a whole bunch of people that
technically. When they did the third Deadpool movie, that Christmas thing, I guess.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. You're right.
Oh, that was PG-13.
It was PG-13. You're right.
Okay.
But the first Deadpool was R, and I think the second one was R too.
I think you're right. I think you're right. So they definitely could do it. And I mean, Deadpool's one of their biggest new like not IPs, the new, I don't know, freaking superhero that they introduced. We'll go on to the next one. Loki. So is Loki? I mean, I'm picturing that. Is this Loki is gonna be a movie?
Yeah, it's
No, it's a
movie.
TV show.
So is this? Oh, it's a TV show. So this is gonna tie in with probably
It's a
the
TV
Thor
show,
a little bit, or nah.
So the Loki TV show is supposed to be set in the past. It's going to be Loki like back
Growing
in
up?
the day, influencing. No, because you got to remember, he's like what 2,000 years old. So he's
Oh,
been
I had no
along.
idea.
He's as old, or he's been around since Jesus died. You know what I'm saying? So like, they're basically going to follow him through time. I don't know if it's going to be like main universe or it's going to be the branch universe. You know, that branch universe that they made from the last movie, because it's like whenever you do something, it branches off into a different reality. So he escaped with the Tesseract. So that might be the route they do, or they might be doing the route where it's like, oh, this is what he had his fingers in. He had the fingers in the, you know, Civil War. He had the fingers in, you know, World War II, you know, like, because in the scene, like there was a picture taking on set and he's standing in front of the Jaws premiere in when, you know, he's standing in front of the Jaws premieres back in the day, like in front of the movie theater. So it's just like, okay, so this is like him in different time eras doing different things, messing with humans.
Okay. Sounds like something I would skip, to be honest. Yeah, to be honest. If it's a TV, I don't really watch too many TV shows. To be honest, like the only ones that I follow like religiously was Game of Thrones, like some anime stuff. And other than that, like basketball and like football, like that's about it. Like I don't watch too many TV. Like I don't have the time. Like watch all these TV shows, play games, do it. I just like something got to compromise. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Eat. I forgot about that. What about the what? So is what the what if? Is it gonna be? It's gonna be a movie,
an animated
series. Yeah.
Oh, that's that. See that I'll make some time for.
Oh, you know and the real voice actor. So like Mark Ruffalo will be there playing the Hulk. You know, like the real voice actors are going to be the ones playing themselves or their characters in the show. So it's not going to be like some random voice actor is not going to come in and be Captain America. Like they're going to go get Chris Evans. Like they're not going to get some random dude to play Thor. They're going to go get Chris Hemsworth. So this is going to be good because I think it's also going to be canon. So I'm hyped for that.
That sounds amazing. I'm not gonna lie to you, because that sounds like Marvel can finally compete again with like some of the DC cartoons and movies and stuff. Because that's one thing that I think no one can really argue is the DC cartoons and like the movies now are freaking lit. They're dumb.
They're so good.
Yes, they're.
And they're dark and sick, man.
Okay. They have like a lot of like adulterated comedy. That's what I like about it. Like even like the Justice League series.
They're literally cartoons for adults or like teenagers. You know, it's not. I mean, you can watch it if you're a little kid if you're into like comic book stuff, but it's they got some like real deep stuff in there, man.
Yeah. So basically, for the What If series, the main narrator is the Watcher, and I don't know if you guys know who the Watcher is in the Marvel universe. The Watcher is basically like a god who can he can literally do anything he wants. He can make anything happen, which is why this series is possible. Because like, what if he's the one creating these scenarios, which allows this TV show to happen.
That's
so
cool.
The Watcher can literally do anything, and then he's like the main narrator for the show.
That's actually sounds lit. I'm not gonna lie, that sounds super interesting.
Yeah, it's actually dope. This is a smart ass idea for sure. Yeah. This is gonna be one that I'd probably watch out of all the series. This one sounds the most enticing for sure.
Yeah, same. Okay, the Hawkeye is a TV show, right? You guys say?
All right, let's just balance, bro. On to the next one.
Everyone hates Hawkeye so much, man.
I'm gonna be
he's a little annoying.
First couple episodes, I'll give it a shot.
But Hawkeye, what was he in? He was in something that he was lit back in the cartoon like days, like the 90s and stuff like that. What was he? Was he in the Avengers? Like the original Avengers cartoon?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think he was the leader of the Avengers. Too.
No, that's a lie.
No,
Yeah.
go look it up. Go look it up. I'm dead ass.
He's like C string, dog. D string, like
no, it would. I forget. Let me go.
Right. It says Hawkeye was in the Ultimate Spider-Man TV show, like the animated series.
Was he?
an episode.
Yeah.
Bro.
I gotta look it up because I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah, he was apparently fighting Doctor Octopus with Spider-Man.
The Secret Avengers, Robson. Not the event. The Secret.
Hawkeye sucks, man. Get him out of here. How's he getting his own show, dude?
Only way that I'm going to really like Hawkeye is like they did really well with him in Endgame. That was the first time I was like, all right, I'm feeling. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
like that whole like dark character of him.
like they fucked him up. Like they took his family away from him, and then he was like,
Yeah.
that's the first time he did something.
But honestly, I still thought he was whack after all that shit, dude.
Of course, absolutely. But it's like it's maybe something there, like this whole Ronin thing.
That's true. That's true.
Like maybe they need to explore that because he became a killer. Like he killed the dude.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He's still doo doo, but at least he's cool enough.
Right.
I'll go watch them all.
So I don't know. I hope they carry that Ronin thing. If they go with that, they go that route with it, then I'll definitely tune in. I want to see some blood and violence. I'm all about that.
Okay, and then I mean we kind of already touched on this, but the Thor, the Thor movie, Thor girl movie. I'll call it girl movie, man. Damn. Gonzo's favorite movie.
Yo, that gonna make so much money. You're gonna see, man. You're gonna be like, damn.
I never said it wasn't gonna.
And Taika Waititi's coming back for it. What? It's gonna be so good.
It has Natalie Portman in it. It should make money.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the first Thor movie, right? Like,
She was in the first one and the second one, but she wasn't in the third.
Yeah.
So she basically becomes Thor in this movie? Is that what's happening?
According to the comics, she has cancer and then she becomes Thor.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so she's
Honestly,
doing.
this sounds cool though.
Yeah, she's doing chemo, and like when she touches the hammer, obviously she becomes like the best version of herself, lightning powers, all of that, and then like she puts the hammer down because she's a human at the end of the day. So she puts the hammer down and then goes back to taking her chemotherapy and all that stuff. It's pretty good.
That's great.
What happened to the Thor though? Like the guy.
He becomes unworthy, so he drops his. Thor is not a name, but a title. In the very first Thor movie, you know, when Odin whispers into the hammer, those who be worthy and have the ability to pick up the hammer will have the powers of Thor. Thor is not a name, but a title that whoever wields the hammer have. So when she has the hammer, she's Thor, and then he becomes Odin's son, the unworthy. And he, in the comic books, he uses Stormbringer from what's his name? Damn, I'm forgetting the horse dude, the horse Thor. Beta Ray Bill.
Oh, right, yeah.
So Beta Ray Bill is canon in the Marvel universe. They show his statue because he was a champion before the Hulk. In the animated series, you see that the Hulk beats Beta Ray Bill in War Planet, and that's how like he leaves, and then Hulk becomes the champion, and then Thor comes, and then Thor movie, the Ragnarok. Like it's all tying into each other. It's pretty dope.
So I got the TV show. It's called Avengers United They Stand, and Hawkeye is actually the leader.
Bruh, that must have been trash Avengers, dude.
It was made in 1999. I was watching a little bit of the episode. That's why I was kind of silent for a bit. But yeah, so this is and mind you, this is before the Avengers was mainstream, like out there with like movies and like live action. Like this is 1999, right? So they did like a side Avengers thing, and then they had like Ant-Man and stuff like that in there. You guys check it out if you guys want.
I swear that Secret Avengers. I swear to Bob it is, man. I don't think that's the real Avengers. I'm telling you right now.
Well, like this is what it was on. It was on Fox. It was on Fox. What was it called? Fox Kids or Fox Live, whatever that TV station from back in the day. So
That's a lie.
Hey fellas, I gotta go.
All right, man.
I wish I could stay longer because I love all the Marvel stuff, but I gotta head to that muster.
No, for sure. We're on our last one anyways. But yeah, definitely have a good day at work.
Yeah, bro.
All I'll see you guys later. I'll be jumping on y'all streams when I can. Peace out.
Peace
All
out,
right.
boss.
Here you stuff, bro.
So Blade is the last one, who's going to be played by the same villain that was in Luke Cage. You guys remember that the black guy from
Oh,
Luke
that
Cage?
guy's a sick actor. You talking about Cottonmouth?
He's gonna be Power Man. His name is Marshala Ali, and
Yeah, he's sick.
he played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage. He was really awesome. I was low.
Yeah, he was an amazing actor, dude.
He is perfect for Blade. He looked like Blade. That's why he looked like Blade, man. Like he got the same kind of haircut, man. He's very dark, mysterious, and that's kind of what you need with a Blade type character. So, bro, he's the perfect next Blade next to like Wesley Snipes. Like he's next in line. Like it's a no-brainer. It was perfect casting. So I think that movie should be lit.
I'm very excited they chose it. I was like, wow. Yeah, they picked a better person. Like, besides Wesley Snipes,
Yeah,
could not have picked a better person.
that's a fact. So I'm looking forward to that. I think they're gonna go because now it's kind of like you can go a little bit darker and stuff like that if you want. Whereas before it was kind of like, do you remember when they were trying to freaking boycott freaking Mortal Kombat? They didn't want that shit to be released, right? So I mean, didn't they have to like make changes to it to be released in America or somewhere else? Or I remember something like that. Anyways, now you can kind of go darker with your movies and stuff like that. And it's kind of more. So I expected to go not John Wick, but like some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Some crazy shit.
Full John Wick, to be honest
Like, what is Blade, bro? I don't really know much about him.
You
Blade.
never seen the movies?
No,
I
no.
watched the old movies, but they were like weird. Like you're just killing like zombies and shit. I wasn't really
So Blade
comprehending, bro.
is a born vampire. He's like half vampire, half human.
Yeah, he's half.
So
He's a vampire, right?
his mom was it's a regular woman, happened to get bit by a vampire while she was giving birth to him.
What
And-
the fuck?
Yes, and so when he was born, she died.
Yeah.
He inherited the powers of a vampire, but he didn't have any of their weaknesses.
Yeah.
So none of that garlic shit, no light.
None of that. He has all their
Mm.
strength, none of their weaknesses. The only thing he has is their bloodlust.
Yeah, he has that. Yeah.
You guys are below this. All right.
But he can go out in the daytime. He's chilling. He doesn't burn. Nothing like that. So
Here's a sample fact since we're talking about Blade. All right, Wesley Snipes did something amazing with this character because that was not what Blade was. Blade in the comic books originally was just a vampire hunter. That's it. Wesley Snipes created this half vampire backstory. Marvel adopted it.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Yes.
What the hell?
And now we have Blade is half human, half vampire character. It's like canon, and you see it on the old school Spider-Man cartoon, like when Spider-Man meets up with Blade and fights Morbius. Actually, they're gonna make a Morbius movie, by the way. I think they're gonna introduce Morbius. Y'all know who he is. I don't know if y'all know who he is. But
I know Morpheus from Matrix.
not Morpheus. Morbius is a scientist who messing with Matt's DNA, and he got fucked up by it, and it transformed him. So basically, has like vampire-like. He's not a real vampire, but he has vampire-like characteristics. So they're going to actually introduce him. That's actually one of Blade's arch nemesis, and actually becomes his partner at one point. But anyway, yeah, like I said, like they couldn't have picked a better person to play Blade. And I'm not even upset. I'm saying right now, that's a character near and dear to me. I'm like, I need to play that part. Like, I'm gonna be in a Marvel.
Thanks.
That's my part. So I'm very happy with the chose. Definitely.
Okay. We can kind of move on from that. I think there's a lot of freaking Marvel TV shows, movies, content coming, which I think we all kind of like saw coming. Like, there's just so much money to be made. I think the Avengers Endgame just surpassed Avatar for, I think, the highest grossed movie of all time. So I think, but they kind of cheated a little bit. You know what I'm saying? They re-released it with the extended version, but they still got it. So I mean, why would they stop? You know what I mean? They have so much content. They have so many heroes that they can bring to the forefront that we don't know about, or that are smaller characters that they can kind of bring to the forefront and stuff like that. So like, I mean, they're just gonna keep making movies probably forever type shit. You know what I mean? As CGI and everything gets more advanced, they're just gonna keep doing their shit as they should. There's like a lot of characters that I didn't think I would like that you end up liking because of the way that they kind of like they give them they give them they kind of shed them in the right light, like Ant-Man and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, who was an Ant-Man fan before this? You know what I mean? Like, nobody.
Yeah, I mean,
So it was kind of
Guardians
cool.
of the Galaxy. Like I didn't
Guardians.
care
That's
for
a good
Galaxy,
point.
but they did a really great job in making them into something. Like that's like those are some of the best Marvel movies. The second one was but the first one was definitely amazing.
Yes, the
Yeah.
first one is amazing. So it's like Marvel, they know what they're doing. They tying everything together, man, and that's kind of what I wish that DC did too. Because I mean, not that I'm a DC fan, but like I wish that they did that because it would just make it that much more epic, that much more big. It's like, all right, everyone kind of has their own like movies, trilogies, and then let's make the like Justice League that way. But they did it in reverse. They did like, all right, let's do the Justice League. Let's try to like compete with Marvel and like get this money. But they just did it. Everyone's kind of like, why would I watch this when I can watch this? You know what I mean? Like it was just like they kind of fucked up.
That's unfortunate though. I actually agree with you on that one. Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Like, it was really nice. And I actually was hoping that the Justice League movies and all Justice League movies, I knew that was gonna be garbage at that point by the time that came out.
Mhm.
But like I was really hoping that DC would do really well and compete against Marvel. I'm a big fan of the Batman, like that whole like universe. Like that's the best that DC has in my opinion.
That's a fact.
And but outside of that, there's so many characters that like, if you're watching the cartoons, there's amazing characters they can dive into just as much as Marvel. And I think it would have been great to have like an equal out there that Marvel could compete with. That would have pushed them even harder. Like I was imagining one day, like what if? How we talking about it?
Right.
If it was DC versus Marvel, they actually made a comic book like that. Imagine that, bro. Like that would
a
be
live action with the real characters from the movies, bro. Do you know how much money that would? Oh my gosh, that shit wouldn't be funny. The Hulk versus Superman, all these debates. You know what I mean? Who's smarter? Who's faster? Who's better? Because they got like kind of the equivalents to each side, bro.
Right.
That would be freaking epic, man. Even if they put like the bad guys, you know what I mean? And I mean, like it would take a lot of budget. They probably have to mainly focus on like the main guys, but still, it would be freaking epic, bro. It would be so sick, man. Oh man.
Imagine Joker versus Carnage, Batman. Versus,
Ooh.
do you guys watch Screw Attack on YouTube?
yeah, like you can watch Screw Attack.
Yeah, that's like hypothetical battles and shit. Those are lit. They do all the research and everything. It's like the battles don't look as nice, but they definitely put all their research into it. I get what you're saying about like a podcast. That'd be amazing. Like all these experts just coming together and discussing it.
That'd be sick. Not gonna lie.
That would be sick as hell. Like, but that's kind of like it's sad to see that that's not where DC is right now. DC was owning the film industry when it came to their comic book movies. They had everything.
No, you're
And-
right.
Yeah, back then I remember Batman was running the show. In terms
Batman
of
and
superhero
Superman,
movies.
like the 90s, 70s, I mean 80s.
Yeah.
Like they were running shit, man. Like there was they didn't have like really the technology to make a Spider-Man or like these kind of, so like these guys were just kind of like they had like their animated films and stuff or animated like TV series, and they were popping, but it was kind of like flipped now, kind of like switched. It's kind of funny how that happens. But yeah, let's get to our next topic. We only got like around 15 minutes, but let's talk about Marvel Ultimate Alliance, the Black Order.
Oh my goodness, man! Mini Kyrie. I don't
you
know
guys.
the game, but you need to get it if you don't have it.
Yeah, I need to get it. I've been watching you guys play that shit, man. It looks
Yeah.
super fun to just play with a squad, just roll out with a superhero.
I mean, every game's fun to play with a squad, but that game is super fun to play with a squad, man. And the thing is cool is like, I don't know a lot of games that do this, where it's like, because if we're playing Call of Duty, stuff like that, you know what I mean? Like I'm getting all these kills. I'm individually getting all these kills. I can't really help you too much other than like, watch your six, something like that. This game, me and Gino can have an ultimate. I'm putting my ultimate. He's doing the ultimate, and our ultimates work together. Come on, bro. So you feel the power.
I'm literally fighting side by side with my homie, man.
Yeah.
But so like, how does it work? So if I'm a new player, like, and you guys are in a higher level than me, like, am I allowed to do your level with you, or?
Not necessarily. Like, you can still do like your specials and everything. What ends up happening is the person, like, I think there's two ways to do it. You can be low level, like level 5, 6, something like that, and you can play, but it's going to be really tough for you. But you're going to be, you're going to get carried. The other way to do it, usually how we do it, the person with the lowest level, we go back into the story,
Yeah.
Back into the
Okay, so you guys are replaying it basically to help out the low level guy.
yes, and that's the best way to do it, especially if you
Yeah.
are there. You go back. One, you're not skipping over the story.
Mhm.
2, you're getting power ups. 3, the homie that just got the game. Well, shit, you just ushered them right into it.
Exactly.
That's true. Yeah.
It's super. It's a really fun game. I mean, yeah, like if you're a lower level, and even if you did Geno's level, the bad like if you just put a couple freaking hits in the bag, like kill a couple of bad guys and stuff like that, you'd gain so much more experience points anyways. That you would maybe not be where we are, but you would gain like a lot of experience points that way. But I mean, like Gino said, we just go back, do like I don't like the story is fun. Like going against Magneto when he comes down from the sky with Mystique and stuff. That shit was epic. So like the story is super lit, and it's like I mean I like just redoing the story anyway, so we just probably just go back and do it again. But this game is like definitely really fun with people. Really fun with people, man. You can kind of like work together, do combos, work together, solve puzzles, work together, and freaking unlock doors. It's like the ultimate co-op game. You know what I mean? It's not super duper hard, which is kind of cool too. You don't gotta worry too much about dying. I mean, there is some hard fights, but as you like power up and stuff like that, and you progress in the story, it's not super hard, right? It's kind of chill. You can like look at the chat and interact that way too. So it's super duper.
That's true. I didn't think about that. This is one thing I like. Like it really becomes fun. Like you do it like with me and Rome did. We owned our characters. Like I wanted Venom. And Miles Morales.
Yeah.
We low key became them.
Yeah. Facts.
Gonna fucking voice actors for them and shit.
Yeah, facts.
That's what's up.
Spider bite, Venom bite, something like.
You know what? It's pretty cool too to see like okay, say like for example, like you're fighting and stuff like that, and all of a sudden you just see Thor just do some crazy combo, take out like 10 guys. I'm like, what is? And you know what I mean? You got to give each other props and stuff, and it's really fun that way, man. It's really sick. The menus are kind of a bit confusing. I felt like they could have made it more simplistic. It's not like a Witcher 3. I don't know why they had it up all these menus and stuff like that. They could have put it all in like 1 or 2 like screens, and that would have made it a lot more easy. But I mean, you get used to it. It's not a big issue. I mean, it's running on the Switch, so you get some frame rate dips like pretty bad. Like I honestly felt like it dropped to like 10 frames before.
Yeah.
But that's expected, I guess. He's a Switch, it is like a handheld / console hybrid, so it's not the most powerful console, especially doing online. But that's kind of like the 2 things I would say. But other than that, I mean, the game's really fun. It's not super hard, but it's super fun. They got all kinds of characters, man. I don't even think I've unlocked Black Panther, and there's so many characters and stuff to like unlock that I'm looking forward to playing as and stuff like that. So it's really fun. The Hulk is a monster in the game too, by the way. The Hulk is a freaking monster. That guy does so much freaking damage, as you said. But yeah, the game's really fun. Every character has their own unique moves, which is always a good thing because sometimes in these kind of games, when there's so many characters, you get reskins, or you get they have the same kind of attacks, but it's just different color or that kind of shit. Which I was pretty happy to find out that shit wasn't. Everyone has their unique moves and it does unique shit. Like I have like with Miles Morales, I have I play completely different than freaking Spider-Man Peter Parker. I play completely different. I got different moves. I got different skill sets. I play completely different. The only thing that we probably have like in common is we do like web swinging, but like my web attacks is different than his. I got thunder embedded in my webs, and I can put thunder down on the ground, and then it'll shock enemies around it. And then if they're shocked, I can like jump up in the air and slam and freaking do like a combo off that and does super like a lot of damage. I think also the cool thing about the game too, as far as gameplay goes, is like when you stagger a boss something like that and you do like all the ultimates together, you just feel like you're just like some badass motherfuckers. Like you just feel like you're a beast.
Yes.
So like the combat is fun. It's not too like crazy. You got pretty much like 4 different special abilities, and then you got like your ultimate. But yeah, the game is fun. The game is super fun.
I would say this about the styles of the characters. Like you can tell there's a certain type of character. Some characters are best at range, right?
Yeah.
You got characters that are good zoners, right?
Yeah.
Then you have certain characters that are good at like just being close up, like you got the whole.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have characters that are kind of balanced out, like my character Venom.
Yeah.
He has a balance, a fine balance. He doesn't have the long range.
Mm-hmm.
He shouldn't be close range because you're probably going to get eaten up.
Yeah.
Balance it out. So it's pretty good. Like they do that. They do have like a variety of different moves for each character. They're very unique. but they have a certain place in the piece of your team that you can put.
Yeah, I just think it's really dope, and I think there is also boosts like if you let's say if you have like an actual X-Men type team or whatever, like you'll get actually like a boost.
Oh, that's lit, yo.
Yeah, you actually get like a power boost or whatever. So they got that stuff. I mean, we haven't really tried it because we kind of just going random. I mean, it's not a game that you need those boosts to actually like make a difference because as long as everyone kind of knows what they're doing, it's just like kind of a cakewalk. I think the only boss that we kind of had a little bit of trouble was Ultron for a bit. But other than that,
Ash 10 though. Right?
So how many players can you run with? Like
Total.
max 4 total?
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
yeah. So it's sick, and it's like they got your favorite. They definitely have your favorite character. They definitely have your favorite Marvel character, unless you like somebody that like really nobody knows.
Super low key. That'd be hard though. Like, yeah, I know what you're
Even
saying.
those characters, like they have what's that dog that can teleport's name? They have that. Like, who is that? You know what I mean? Like, so they have like a lot of side characters, but they have all the every single main character that like are kind of like pushed to the forefront now. They have all those.
Yeah.
So it's kind of lit. It's kind of dumb lit. And I think they're gonna expand on characters as well, and they're gonna add like DLC like stages and stuff like down the line. So that it might be a game that I might go back to like maybe just a couple months from now or whatever when they release the shit. So
the DLCs and everything.
yeah. I mean, I got the Ultimate Edition anyway, so like if they release something, I'll probably go back and play it regardless.
Oh, for
Just
sure.
because. It's a good way of meeting. Like for me, like streaming, like I met like 2 people that are like pretty cool that like that we play together. They're in the Discord and stuff like that. They're pretty active, so it's like you meet like some pretty cool people that like love comic book shit like that we do. So it's I don't know. I remember liking the game. It's not you don't get too stressed too. Like that's why I like those kind of games where you just sit back and just stream, have fun. Talk it up. You don't got to worry about because Call of Duty is kind of like it's sweaty, man. If you don't really pay attention, you're just gonna get mobbed.
Yeah, that's some sweaty gameplay for real.
Right. So it's like when I'm playing, bro, I get super into it, and it's like, you know what I mean. But with this kind of game, it's super chill. Like, you know what I mean. I think even Gino, he would like leave or do something and come back and whatever. Right. Even if your character is low, it's like doesn't matter. You're still with the squad. You're still good. You know what I mean. So it's sick. And even if a character is kind of like stagnant, you just get teleported if the like team like progresses. So you just keep getting teleported and stuff. So it's really fun. I'm really happy that I picked it up. Because I was kind of scared a little bit. I'm like, it looks lit, but you never know with these type of games and all this kind of stuff. But it's definitely worth it. I don't know if it will be better than the new Avengers game that's gonna drop. Was it dropping next year? Yeah, it's dropping next year. I don't know if it's gonna be better than that because I just recently saw some gameplay and that shit looks lit. Some leak gameplay from Comic-Con, but bruh.
Oh, you're talking about for the Marvel Avengers, right?
Yeah, I think
it's Avengers Project or something.
Square Enix. They just released. Someone just leaked some gameplay, and honestly, it looks sick. And that's gonna be it's gonna be kind of the same kind of formula. It's gonna be like a PvE story based game too. So
what's that God of War type combat and shit?
Yeah, I think
more intricate.
They have the same one of the same main guys for the combat for God of War. So Thor pretty much he plays like freaking Kratos a little bit. Like I wouldn't say as good because I was looking at gameplay. It didn't look as good, but you got the same like throwing mechanic, and he picks it like it's like the same shit as the movie. But yeah, he plays like the God of War kind of. But yeah, that I think that game might be better. But this game is it's really fun. I think we're like halfway through it. I don't know how much you guys played last time, but yeah, it's not a super long game. I think it's about 10 hours. I was looking it up. It's about 10 hours. So just like some chill game that you can just like pass time with, chill with your friends, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm glad I got it. Like a part of, I'm not gonna lie to you though. Like actually, as much as I love this game, I even said that I love the game. I really do. I kind of wish that I had the hard copy, but man, whatever. You live.
I do too, and the actual cover art, because I'm a guy that likes cover art too, just because like the old school days and shit. But the cover art looks pretty lit. You know what I mean? Like all the characters are like running and shit. It's kind of like I don't know, man.
I know what you mean, man. Like you're an artist. That's what it is. Like I used to draw.
Yeah.
It's something about the Switch. Like I don't give a damn. I'm over it with like PlayStation or Xbox or PC. I'll download the hell out of games. I get emulators, whatever. But it's something about I don't know what it is, man. Like something about Nintendo.
Yes.
I have the cartridge.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. It's weird. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nintendo, man, they be doing some shit, man. They know what they do. It's some like mind control. The mind control shit, man. I swear, man. Because I don't know. It's the same thing. And if I talk to people, it's usually like some people are like, no, I'm just fully digital. But like majority of people, I would say, like, nah, I still get when it comes to Nintendo, I'll still get the actual hard copy. Because like when it comes to PlayStation, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hard copy PlayStation 4 games, and everything else is digital. Everything else is digital. Right. So I don't know. I kind of like it's kind of weird. I don't really care about the PlayStation like that, even though it's my preferred console or my favorite console. It's crazy. It's crazy.
No, it's different. Like I love the PlayStation. It's my number one. Like it's the greatest system in the world. All that good stuff.
It is.
But when they say the game is out and I can go to the PlayStation store and conveniently press the X button,
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it exactly. And I think like PlayStation come up with so many freaking games. You know what I mean? And like the Switch, like I don't know about you, but I primarily get the exclusives. I primarily play the exclusives. I'm not gonna play Wolfenstein on the Switch when I can play it for the PS4. It doesn't make sense to me.
That's just a bad decision, bro.
You know, I know people that do that though. I know people that do that. You know what I'm saying? I know people that like they're just Nintendo heads, right? They're just like that's the preferred place to play. You know what I mean? I can respect it. You know what I mean? But for me, it's like if I could play it better, especially on like a PS4, where it's like it's not only like a little bit better. Like let's say like how the Xbox One X and like the PS4 Pro, it's a little bit better, right? No. This is like gigantic, like resolutions, like three resolutions higher, like 720 to like almost 4K. You know what I mean? Like that's so like a big gap. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But I don't know, man. The Switch is definitely like my second favorite console. It's my second favorite console. Man.
I think it's everybody's second favorite console now. It's like
That's actually facts, bro.
Yeah, I feel like if you have an Xbox and you think about second console, why get a PS4? Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, for the exclusives, I understand that. And like, if you really like haven't played, what do you call it, God of War and Spider-Man and Uncharted, then like definitely get a Sony product. But I mean, if you're just gonna play like the Assassin's Creeds and 2Ks and Maddens and shit, like and Call of Duty, get the freaking Switch because then you could play like a completely different, completely different games. Like it's like a completely different wave because kind of like the Xbox and the Sony products, like they're kind of similar, man. They are like they have some different exclusives, but they have a lot of the same games. They do a lot of the same shit. That online is pretty much the same. So if you want something completely different, you got to go Nintendo because they're in their own lane. They're doing their own shit. They're not trying to compete like with freaking the graphics. They're like, yo, let's just make fucking fun games and create new games, like new ways to play. That's literally their mission. And get this money. So like that's what they do, right? So
they all about that.
So yeah, I mean, with that, does anybody else has anything to say about Ultimate Alliance or anything else that we touched on today?
I think you guys went over that shit nicely, bro.
I bet. All right, we can do the outros. You know what I'm saying? We'll start with Gino.
All right, the outro. This is Gino Gaines. I'm actually going to start streaming in about 5 minutes on my team channel, The Major Circle. Probably gonna play, I don't know, some Apex or something. But yeah, you can catch me on my own channel, Gino Gaines, Instagram, Gino Gaines, soon to be YouTube, Gino Gaines.
All right, bet, yeah.
Gino Gaines everything, bro.
Gino Gaines, man. All right, Kyrie.
It's your boy Mini Kyrie. Second time on the podcast. I had a really fun time with it. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of the day. I'm probably just gonna chill. So thanks for watching the podcast, guys.
Thanks. And I'm the Real King Rome, the host of GG Podcast. This is episode 9, right? Yeah, 9. Make sure if you like the video, share the video. Y'all don't share the video, but it's okay. Share the video, comment, all that stuff, and we'll see you guys next Sunday, right? Next Sunday, no holidays, right? There's no holidays, man. There's no holidays. So make sure you guys tune in. It's 5 p.m. PST and 8 p.m. EST. And we'll catch you guys next time. Peace. He said,